Okay, so my dumbass accidentally hit the stop recording button right where the last video ended, and yeah, I guess this is gonna be a three-parter. I'm sorry. Nope, they're all dead. 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 No, Hawkeye's dead. He's dead. I guess even bringing people from the past into the present doesn't fuck up the timeline without sending them back. I guess that's fine. Okay, well, I guess all stakes in the future of the MCU are just dead because they could just go back in time and bring anybody back. They could just go back in time and get Tony, bring him back. They could just go back and get Natasha, get the Ancient One, get Yondu, get Gamora. Oh, wait. Boy howdy, it is extremely convenient that these three were the only three that were left on the surface so that they could have this big, thematically relevant fight scene against Thanos, because they're the main three Avengers, and now they're gonna fight the main villain. It's very convenient, that is. Yeah, no, fuck you. Okay, so Thanos with no stones and a fancy sword is going to beat the crap out of Iron Man, Thor, and Captain America when Thor is not only wielding Stormbreaker, but also Mjolnir. He's going to kick all three of their asses in this fight scene. Are you joking right now? When he had four, he almost lost. 4 Infinity Stones, and he almost lost. And now he has 0, and he's gonna beat the hell out of them. Nah, no. Power scaling? What's that? Fuck this movie. Nebula literally kills her past self. No, the timeline's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm sorry, what was Thor's plan here? Iron Man was standing right between him and Thanos, and he decides to chuck Mjolnir. What was his plan? For Mjolnir to go through Iron Man and hit Thanos? What the fuck was his plan? Cool fight scene, but none of this should be happening unless you guys are all stupid. Boy, it sure is nice of Thanos and his army to just sit around and wait while we have this big hero moment so that we can assemble an army to fight them with. Thanos, why are you just sitting there on your ass? Are you telling me that Doctor Strange could have made a portal from all the way from space back to Earth the entire time during Infinity War? Are you fucking kidding me? So why didn't he do that and step through it instead of going with Tony's insane plan? Why didn't he do that? Also, why didn't he open a portal back to Earth to get reinforcements? Why? Why the hell didn't he do that? He could have done this the entire time? Are you kidding me? I guess there are just sorcerers all around the galaxy, because why not? It's like, yeah, sure, let's just have sorcerers literally everywhere, because apparently this was all part of the plan. How? When? What? Why? What? And that's another thing that bothers me, is that Doctor Strange seems to have been knowing that all of this was supposed to happen, but that's one thing that this movie does not answer. Why did it have to happen this way? The 1 out of the 14 million outcomes, it had to be this one. That's clearly not the case, considering everything that could have happened differently in this movie. Why did it have to happen this way? It doesn't make any sense. I guess the Asgardians have a military now, and Valkyrie suddenly has a Pegasus. What? What? When? What? Okay. Don't worry, I called Happy to babysit Morgan. Don't worry about it. Rhodey has a new suit. What? When? What? Okay. When? Where? Why? How? What? Let us all appreciate that it took every single main character in this movie being stupid to get us to the point where we finally get to hear Captain America say the iconic line. I'm sorry, but what the hell is Mantis doing on the front lines? What is she gonna do? Put someone to sleep before she gets mauled to death? What is this nonsense? Behold, the one thing that Drax gets to do in this movie, rather than getting a payoff for the setup in Guardians 1, where he says that Ronan was only a puppet, it's really Thanos I need to kill. The only thing that Drax gets in this movie is stabbing Cole Obsidian. That's it. Y'all remember what I said about Thor being so overjoyed to have Mjolnir again? No, give me that. You have the little one. And just casts Mjolnir aside like she's nothing. The little one. So much for that hammer being important to him, eh? Nice. I really don't want to imagine a world where Spider-Man lived through the snap and Tony refused to help them fix what Thanos did because Peter was still alive. I refuse to believe that there's a reality where that happened, because that's bullshit. Okay, I have to stop and rant about this real quick because, Gamora's back, but it's Gamora from before even Guardians 1. All of Gamora's character development is gone now. All of her character progression, gone. All of that is gone. She doesn't know any of the Guardians. She doesn't know any of their history together. It's just that's what Gunn has to work with for Guardians 3. A Gamora from the past who practically doesn't have any of her character development or growth. It's all gone. And Gamora's death is undone, but in the worst way possible. Fucking hell. Gunn, you haven't let me down yet, man. You haven't let me down yet with Guardians 1 and 2. Please don't let me down now. Get those stones as far away as possible. Actually, yes, that is the best plan. Get that gauntlet out of here, and then Thanos doesn't have a win condition. Just have Hawkeye step into the mirror dimension for a minute, and we'll be back in like an hour. We'll have mopped up the army by then, and don't worry, anyone who dies we'll just bring back to life. Or have Hawkeye step through a portal, or give it to someone who can fly after Thanos' ship is destroyed, because they have no way to pursue at that point. Just get the gauntlet off the field. You don't need to get it back to the past. Just get it away from him. Get it away from Thanos. That's all you need to do. Captain America makes the right call here, but instead everybody decides to listen to Hulk for some reason. This is a great idea there, Hulk. Yeah, just get it back to the past. Conveniently, the time portal hasn't been destroyed when the entire Avengers compound was bombarded. Because sure, an ugly brown van would live through that. Makes sense. So Ant-Man is currently supposed to be hot wiring the frickin' van on the other side of the battlefield right now. Look where he is. It's a good movie. It's a great job, guys. Great job. Can't even get your damn character positions right. Best scene in the movie. Scarlet Witch absolutely obliterating Thanos in a 1v1 fight is the best scene in the movie and my favorite scene. And I'm going to tell you why. Because, one, this is a payoff for something that was set up in Infinity War. Wanda gets her payback. Two, we get to see how powerful she's become over the course of the films that she's been in. Absolutely getting to destroy Thanos in a 1v1 fight. And three, it's just so satisfying getting to see her destroy the bad guy. It was glorious. We've never seen Thanos get absolutely destroyed in a fight like this before. It was great. However, I am going to have to knock some points off because, one, where the hell is Thor during this? They've got Thanos on the ropes. Everybody should be focusing this bastard because he's their win condition. Wanda has him right where you want him. Where is Thor? Two, the fact that this scene points out the issue with Thanos being brought from the past into the present. I don't even know who you are. Thanos has no idea who Wanda is or why she's trying to kill him so bad. He doesn't know who Vision is because Nebula never even met Vision. He doesn't know who she is or why she's so pissed off at him. This is like the hollowest version of the climax for the Infinity Saga that we could have gotten, because the main villain isn't the main villain anymore. He's just a background character at this point. He doesn't know any of these people. He doesn't have the history. He doesn't have the development. It's just him from like 6 years ago, before he's done any of this stuff to the Avengers. It's just a hollow payoff, because you're basically fighting a completely different character. It's not even the same Thanos. It's just like you just drag the guy from 6 years ago into the present so that you could have the final battle. But it's hollow because it's not even the same guy. It's pointless. Here she comes, the character that has absolutely nothing to do with this story, knows absolutely none of these people, coming in to save the day. Rather than have Thor get a payoff or some kind of resolution to his ongoing arc, we have to give Captain Marvel the hero moment, because otherwise why the hell was she in this film? She doesn't need to be in this movie, but she is regardless, and it pisses me off that they just injected this character in for no reason. I guess Hope just said, yeah, fuck you, Scott. I'm gonna go be a part of this all-female shot rather than helping you fix the time portal, which is, you know, something that we need to have operational in order to win. I'm gonna fly all the way back across the battlefield in a handful of seconds, just like abandon you, you fend for yourself. I'm gonna go be part of this shot over here. Alright, yeah, sure, thanks, Hope. Thanks for being helpful. Captain Marvel can fly at the speed of light, can tank atmospheric re-entry, can break through spaceships with her face, and is stronger than Thanos. She doesn't need any of you! Also, wait, real quick. Carol has the Infinity Gauntlet under her arm right now. The most powerful character in this franchise has the Infinity Gauntlet set under her arm like a football right now. Why doesn't she just use it? Oh yeah, she totally needed their help in order to break through the enemy lines. Yeah, she totally needed their help. Great job, Thor. You've got Thanos pinned. Yeah, too bad I have another hand. Bitch! Here we go again, Captain Marvel, who has no point to be here in this story, stealing another payoff from another character. Great. You remember how Bruce was in excruciating pain when he took the 6, I almost called them the Chaos Emeralds, when he took the 6 Infinity Stones? Tony seems to be composing himself rather well for just being a normal guy. And also, Tony dies for no reason. He only dies because of their stupidity with the time heist. Tony died for no reason, guys. Tony Stark's death meant nothing. He died because they were morons. How does that make you feel, knowing that the main character of the MCU's death is just frickin' pointless and birthed out of stupidity? How does that make you feel? This is a great movie, right? It's fucking fantastic. You know, I would love this funeral scene if it weren't for the fact that Tony died for no reason and his death was birthed out of stupidity. Beautiful callback with the arc reactor. But, again, he died because every single main character in this movie was stupid. He'd be alive right now if the characters were consistent and actually smart. This movie just killed off its main character in the dumbest, most contrived way possible. And I know this might be a nitpick, but I feel like I'm the only one that noticed this, and if not, I'm the only one on YouTube that's pointed this out. Hawkeye's son right there at the bottom, like the middle of the screen right there at the bottom, he's staring right at the camera, and I can't unsee it. Yeah, Thor, fuck all your previous character development. Go adventure with the Guardians of the frickin' Galaxy. Forget your people. Forget your responsibilities. Forget all of that. Just go. Go on. Be a hippie in space with the Guardians of the Galaxy and leave it all to Valkyrie, who definitely had adequate on-screen character development to justify her becoming the Queen of Asgard. Fuck this movie. So Gamora from the past is still here, and the timeline is perfectly fine. Just bring Tony back. Now, my inner fanboy was initially happy that they gave Captain America a happy ending, but this basically means that Cap completely abandoned the Avengers. He completely abandoned his friend Bucky. He completely abandoned his post. He completely abandoned his responsibility. And this is just the final nail in the coffin that's left by the last scene in this movie. Captain America's character was fucked over by this film because he just abandoned all of his responsibilities, which does not make sense for his character whatsoever to just give up fighting and just leave. Because Captain America would totally just do that. He would totally just give up and totally just go back to have a happy life with Peggy. Because Cap is selfless. That's who he is. He doesn't hate. This movie sucks. Not only does it not make sense within the rules of the time travel, because he didn't come back through the portal, he just sat there on a bench and gave the shield to Falcon. He just abandoned all of his responsibilities in his post because Captain America would totally abandon his friends and the cause to fight for the good of the future. And he would also totally just sit back and let all the terrible things that happen in the future happen. Because changing the past doesn't change the future, guys. Unless it does, because the plot demands it. Fuck this movie. And it's over. By God, the terrible Avengers movie is finally over. I want to apologize again for the mess up between parts 2 and 3. I want to say I'm sorry for that. But really, yeah. I hate this movie. I really do. I hate this movie with a fiery passion. And I'm sure that there are things that I didn't explain well enough and things that I missed. It's partially because I lack editing software to fix these videos, and I felt like I needed to. I don't know, it's just anxiety, and I'm sorry that I messed up. Hopefully you guys still enjoy these videos, and hopefully I still made arguments that were reasonable. And I'm sure some people might say, oh, there's hope for the future of the MCU. Spider-Man Far From Home was good. It wasn't, but that's a tangent for another day. Anyway, I also want to say that I'm sorry for you guys for not knowing that all 4 episodes of the Steven Universe Future finale were coming out all at once. I did not know that. But trust me, I promise I'm going to get that video up for you guys this Saturday. I'm going to be uploading it Saturday again because of my schedule to work. Gotta make adjustments. But regardless, thank you all so much for taking the time to watch this passion project that I've been wanting to put out for a while now. It really does mean a lot to me that you guys are willing to support me regardless of the content that I put out. And I certainly hope to up the quality because I definitely made a large fuck up there. But regardless, still, as always, thank you guys so much for joining me for this video, and hopefully I made arguments that were coherent. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you when I make my next video. Probably going to make an April Fool's video. Anyway, thank you guys, as always, so much for watching. Your support really does mean the world to me, and thank you, as always. Goodbye.